Are you struggling to level up and are just dying to these Vandites or maybe even monkeys or gorillas and Blox Fruits? Well, today I've got you covered. I will be telling a step-to-step guide to how to beat First C and get used to this game called Blox Fruits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Accessories. This is a very important part of the game. If you go over here all the way to Vice Admiral Fortress, Marine Fortress, I mean, there is this secret dude right over here which sells you an accessory called the Black Cape. Black, yeah, there you go, Black Cape. Now, to see what the effects of this, you have to go to the second C at the calf and then talk to Nerd to see what stat it gives. But I'm pretty sure it gives you like 150 health and yeah, so it's a decent accessory you should get. But there are more accessories that some of them are boss drops, like the Vice Admiral code from the Vice Admiral, and there's this Dawn Swan code from prison right over here. There you go. Yeah, there's the Swan. I mean, Dawn Swan is in second C, but yeah, he drops Pink Code, which is a decently good accessories that will help you out a decent much. I mean, it's not a key factor for leveling up and beating first C, but it's still going to be helpful. But yeah, but keep in mind fruit, low give fruit is going to be the main thing. So yeah, try to get the light fruit. It's going to be the best fruit that you can use to level up all the way to 700. But yeah, on to our next tip. After getting accessories, the next most important thing is miscellaneous item. Okay, yeah, I spelled that wrong. I don't know how to spell it, but I will put it in the screen. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna try spelling it again. Miscellaneous things. Now, yeah, these are items that you need to obtain. Now, first of this is instinct. If you're in the first sea and you're about like 500, you can access the upper sky island. And there is, on top of the temple, there's this instinct teacher which you can talk to obtain hotkey for or yen, what you call in One Piece, for observation hockey, or yeah, which you can obtain for 750,000 belly. And basically, this is what it does. Now, yeah, as you can see, I'm dodging its attacks. There you go. Like, look at this. This is sick, and it's very useful in PvP, and you will definitely need this. Now, one another thing, or maybe three other things, you have to go to Snow Island, right in this cave. If you go right over here, there's this entrance to this cave. And then there's this ability teacher, which sells you special abilities. Now, the first one is air jump, which is, of course, important. You need to buy all three of these. The second one is flash step, like that. And the last most important one is hockey. Now, yeah, this is this one, aura, or you can say aura. Yeah. And this is very important as if you have aura, you can actually get a lot of buffs from aura, such as damage, defense buffs, which is really important. And you should get them as soon as you can afford all these. So, yeah, money is important. And if you want to obtain some money, you have to head over on top of Sky Islands. Now, I'm assuming you're lower than the level of 500 and you want to still get money to access to get fighting styles, etc. Then, to make your way all the way over here, you need to have air jumps. And yeah, you can actually do it, and then you will need some mobility moves like this. Now, you don't need God Human, of course, but you can get some mobility moves to go up and go right over here. Then you go over here, and go over here, and yeah, it should be teleporting me. Yeah, there we go. Now we're in the upper sky. Now follow this path over here all the way until you see a temple, which is, yeah, I see it now. And then you have to keep traveling until you reach this thing. Now, use any move that breaks this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure every move does. A lot of moves does break it, so yeah. And then inside the temple, there are 8 golden chests, each giving you about 1,000 belly. Now, if you server hop and actually do this again and again, you can gain a lot of belly. 8,000 per server hop. And another better way, which I think personally is going to be going to Marine Fortress and then farming the Vice Admiral boss. Each Vice Admiral quest gives you 15,000 belly. Let me show you real quick. If you go to quest, Vice Admiral, and boom, 15,000 belly quest, which is easy. Like, you can find this boss in every server, like literally every server. And 15,000, this could easily make you millions in under an hour. So yeah, you can. Okay, so this next step is about defeating bosses. Now, the Gorilla King might not be as tough as the other bosses, such as this one. This boss has 2 phases, and as you can see, he's nearly killing me. Like, bro, I'm 2000 HP down in like a few attacks. Now, even if I enable a hotkey, he would do still good damage to me. Like, look at this. Look at this. I'm going to die. I'm 1/3 of my HP down from this boss. And this is only the first phase of this boss. It has 2 phases. But how are we meant to defeat it then? It's that hard that even I am dying. I'm a max level 30 player. Don't ask about my fragments and melee. I'm kind of broke, but yeah, how do you actually defeat this boss? Well, the answer is simple. Range attacks. Range attacks is basically attacks like this, which go further and, yeah, have a range and a good AoE, and you just have to keep your distance and you can kill him. Now, if you have the Buddha fruit, it becomes really easy to defeat him. Like, you take absolutely no damage, even if you're a very low level and you have a big reach, so you won't be damaged by any of his emblems. But if you don't, then all you gotta do is spam your range attacks and he would eventually die. And use your abilities once they're off cooldown. After using them, you should run back. And yeah, there you go. The second phase of this boss. He does even more damage. Look at that. 500 damage, and his attack speed is raised a lot. So yeah, don't worry. You have to keep a distance and keep dashing around this boss. And yeah, keep using your ranged moves to actually defeat this boss. So yeah, that's how you can pretty much defeat any boss in the game, is keeping a distance from it, taking no damage. However, even if you die, you can quickly come back right over here before the boss heals, so don't need to worry. So yeah, let's move on to our next step. Once you have decent amount of belly, you can head over to Underwater City or any other place to purchase a fighting style. Yeah, like the first fighting style you're probably going to be purchasing is not going to be Water Kung Fu, but Water Kung Fu is one of the better ones, so if you can, just get it first. But the first, probably you're gonna purchase the Dark Step, which you can find in Pirate Village, right over here. Yeah, right over here. There's this Dark Step teacher, which learns you Dark Step for 150,000 belly, which is pretty cheap, honestly. But yeah, and you need to get all of these fighting style, and there's one all the way over to Sky Islands, and then all the way down. If you go over here behind this rock, there's this mad scientist which you can talk to get electric fighting style. You need to buy all these 3. So yeah, and then try to master them. So yeah, if you can get a Buddha fruit, it's going to be great, as you're gonna be mastering them while leveling up. So yeah. Now, before I end the video off, there's one last thing you all need to know, and that's codes. If you redeem some codes, you can get two times XP for a certain amount of times, or you can purchase it from the shop. But yeah, I know not a lot of y'all have Robux just like me, so if you want to help me get Robux, then subscribe, please. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.